What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we got a few exciting announcements and things to talk about. First of all, we are undergoing a channel split right now. Mom is going to be splitting her videos off onto a separate channel, and then my videos will stay on this channel. And yeah, so we're going to try to maximize, our views and all that by splitting, and it'll keep things more separate. That is pending right now. That's going to take, I don't know how long exactly, but it will probably be a month at least, getting her videos on her new channel. And then I'll have to go in and do some work to this channel and get things set up. This will be the Codger Workshop channel. And I haven't decided. I may take my wrestling videos and move those to another channel too. We may actually end up getting 3 channels out of the split. But that's going to be coming up, guys, so stay tuned for that. That's going to happen real soon. Also, how you guys been? It's been a while. Putting up this kind of video, it's been a while, I should say. And, yeah, so I hope you guys all had a happy holidays. And, yeah. So, a little chit-chat time here. Get you guys adjusted a little bit. Okay. Lighting's actually pretty decent. I haven't filmed up here like this before, so this is kind of different. We're in the shop, of course. You can see around me. Got all the stuff. Got the Cowboys clock right there. Pretty cool. That's new. Just got that for Christmas. Speaking of the Cowboys, if you guys have been following football at all, or if you guys are Dallas Cowboys fans, you know we had a tough season this year. A lot of things happened that were kind of outside of our control, and we did not make the playoffs. It was I shouldn't say it was very close, because Washington actually ended up beating the Eagles, which shut everybody out, but if that hadn't happened, then I would have been kicking myself pretty hard, because it come down to a 4-point game between the Giants and the Cowboys in that last game before the playoffs. So kind of almost made it in a weird sort of way, but yet not even close. So yeah, but it was one of them deals. So didn't make the playoffs. Have high hopes for the next year. You never know what'll happen. Andy Dalton, actually, surprising, really come to the front. They did work with him quite a bit, obviously, from the first week when we saw him come out. Backup quarterbacks, they're pretty out of practice, generally speaking. So they did a lot of work with him from the time that the first week he came out on the field to the end, and we saw a huge difference in Dalton. I've never, I'm kind of coming into this, I want to say kind of late as far as being a Cowboys fan. I don't really know what Prescott is fully capable of as far as quarterback goes. But as far as I saw, what I saw from his first part of the season before his injury, and what I saw out of Dalton at the last of the season, I would say it's a hard call, but Prescott has a way of rallying big and making a lot of points up fast. He's kind of, it would appear, I don't know, other years, but this year at least, it seemed real slow. He was real slow getting a start, getting in a rhythm. And then in like the final fourth quarter, the fourth quarter, running down the clock, he'd come up and just make plays, like insane plays. So that's kind of what I saw out of him, in the first part of the season. As far as Dalton goes, Dalton was a rough start, but he doesn't make, the amount of points up in the short time that Prescott can. But overall, his performance, I feel like at least, is comparable, if not better, in some ways. It depends on how you look at it. One thing that's a strength for Dalton is, like Prescott, he's not afraid to run the ball himself, and that's huge. If you have a quarterback who is scared to run the ball, or, isn't capable of running the ball fast enough to get the job done, and with the agility. I mean, there's more things than speed that comes into that, but that's a huge thing because that will keep, your opponent on their toes all the time. And it's not something you see out of a lot of quarterbacks on teams. Sometimes they'll try to run the ball, but you don't typically see quarterbacks who can really run it and really get it done. Actually, that last game, I'm pretty sure it was the Giants-Cowboys game, the very last game of this season. Dalton actually had more running yards than Ezekiel Elliott or Tony Pollard. Not by a lot, like 2 or 3 yards, he had Elliott beat. But that's really saying something. I mean, he did good. He had like a total of like 48 rushing yards with the ball. He was really getting it done out there. Very impressive. Wicked arm on him. He can really throw. He does throw interceptions, but so did Prescott. And that also comes down to, your team that you're playing against and the kind of defense that they bring to the table. Now, I wouldn't call the Giants, on fire defensively, but, depends on how you look at it, I guess. But anyways, so he did good. I was impressed with Dalton, the way he come to the front during the last of the season. And let's face it, I mean, this is what I have a hard time to understand, but let me say this first. They struggled all season, and then the last 3 games before that final game, they destroyed everybody. They beat the Bengals 30-7. They beat, was it the 49ers, 30-some-odd to 20-some-odd, and then they had another team in there too. They beat 37-17. So yeah, they were really ripping it up there at the very end of it. And so I was talking about the upcoming Giants-Cowboys game, and I said, well, if they can keep their head on straight, they should be able to beat the Giants, no problem. And we just didn't see the kind of performance overall, that we did in the other games. They did rally at the end and start to pull things together. I believe, was it Gallup? I think it was Gallup. Might have been Cooper. It was either Gallup or Cooper picked off an interception from the Giants, and there was a momentum shift, with that, and they started to come to the front, but it was really too late at that point. They either had to play even better, or it was too late because it come down to, and I don't know if I'm the only one who gets frustrated with this, but why? When it gets down to which I understand, but I don't think it should be allowed. When it gets down to the last minute and a half of the fourth quarter, if the team who's ahead has the ball, then they just burn the clock until it's done. That drives me insane because in football, a minute and a half, that's a lot of time. Even 30 seconds can be a lot of time, especially if you have timeouts. A lot of things can happen, which. Obviously it's, I guess, smart football, right? But it does kind of annoy me a little bit, and I don't think it should be that way because it might be a little biased of me too. But during the Cowboys-Giants game, it come down to a minute left on the clock, and the Giants had the ball. I mean, anything could have happened at that point, and they burned up the clock. So, yeah, that really, really annoyed me. But anyway, so defensively, the Cowboys were all over the board this year. Just absolute poorest of poor defenses most of the time. Sometimes they'd start to rally it together a little bit, but it never lasted. They're really struggling to find the rhythm there. And I find that kind of strange because I believe Mike McCarthy, the current coach, was a former defensive coach for the Packers. The Packers people. Green Bay Packers, who destroy everybody and win their division every year. So I realize he's not their defensive coach, but I mean, he's coach, right? So you'd think he could be bringing that defense together somehow. Of course, it comes down to players too, and I know that a lot of their players have been hurt this year and out for one reason or another. But it did kind of surprise me because I thought that would, kind of be something that they could rally together. So, anyways, I guess it is what it is. I mean, there's not much you can do about it now. But I hope next year, this coming year, that they will correct those issues. And yeah. Now, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, of course, if you don't know, there was talk about him firing himself as general manager. It's kind of a little something there. Because he has his hands in everything that goes on with that team. And personally, I think he's a huge part of the issue that we see with the team. And I would love to see him step aside and let the people who know about football handle the football and have him just do whatever else it is that he does. So that would be pretty cool because I feel like he is holding the team back, and I don't think that he's the best for the team. And in the past years, there's been a lot of conflicts and things that he stirred up that we could have done without. And so I would like to see him step down from that position and just kind of hand it off to somebody, who knows what they're doing. Because I think he has created a lot of issues for the team that way. And other than that, I mean, it was a rough season. But we didn't see a lot of good performances out of most of the teams with COVID and everything. Spring training and everything was messed up. And so, anyway, I don't know what next year will be like. But it was everybody was kind of late getting rolling, with the exception of a few teams, like the Steelers and the Chiefs. But everybody was kind of slow on the start, getting a good rhythm this year. And, it is what it is. As far as, if you didn't know, I'm from Maine. So most of us are big Patriots fans. That was a disaster this year. I'm not even going to discuss that. Not that I care anyway, really. Honestly, I'm a Cowboys fan. I couldn't care less. One of the big issues I had with the Patriots is I did not like Tom Brady. I mean, yes, Tom Brady is a good quarterback, but Tom Brady personally, I did not like Tom Brady. So, anyway, and that's kind of, your quarterback's kind of like the face of your team. So, that's a big reason why I'm not a Patriots fan. But anyway, so there's a lot of people licking their wounds this year with the Patriots. Cam Newton was less than phenomenal, I guess you could say. So anyways, it's been a struggle for a lot of the teams out there this year, and, it is what it is. So, that is my football thoughts for this year. As far as the Super Bowl goes, who knows? It's anybody's game. I'm sure the Chiefs will be in it, and other than that, some people, a lot of people are talking Chiefs and Packers. I don't know, hard to say, but that's a possibility for our Super Bowl. And yeah, so that's my overview of the football season. And let me think if there's anything else. Obviously, there'll be more videos coming. Hopefully, more workshop videos coming. This was supposed to be a mobile live video, and as you obviously know, is not live. Reason being, I did not realize, because I never tried to do it before, that you cannot go live on mobile unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Which is, I don't even get the point of that, but whatever. It's YouTube being YouTube, as usual. So, there won't be any mobile live for a long time anyway. But I am excited to say that we hit our 80 subscriber mile marker here. Now that could go up or down with the channel split. I don't know what'll happen. Some people may stay, some people may leave, new people will come in. So anyways, but I really wanted to hit 100 by the end of the year and didn't make it, but that's okay. And this year I'm going to set a goal. I want to hit 150 subscribers. That's my plan. If we can hit 150 subscribers, I'll be really, really, really happy. So we'll see what happens. But it's kind of a big goal and a small goal at the same time. But yeah, we got probably, I think we doubled our subscribers this year. I think we were at 40 some odd when the year started, and we're now up to 80 or 81. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So if we could, like double that again this next year, that would be really awesome. So anyways, guys, there isn't a whole lot I can say. I had a bunch of stuff planned I was going to do in this video, and obviously that didn't happen due to the fact that I can't go live, and so it's not really, doesn't really make sense to just go on and on and on, especially if there's nobody, live interacting. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, be watching for the channel swap, and we will be featuring, I'll be featuring on this channel, Mom's new channel, and vice versa. And if I split any of my videos into other channels as well, those channels will be featured. So just kind of watch the page, and I'll try to make an announcement when she gets everything set up officially. As of right now, you can see her channel. It's called A Godly Home, and it has her signature thumbnail. You know the one. And anyways, so I'll try to get that somehow linked or something here. And yeah, so be watching. I'll try to make an announcement when we get everything officially settled. She's, like I said, she's in the process right now of moving her videos from this channel to that channel, and it's a bit of a process, so it'll take a while. But when everything gets settled and everything's established, she's got all of her videos over there and everything, and I get things set up here, then I'll do a video announcing that for you guys. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're having a good start to 2021. Stay safe and watch for more videos. Thanks, guys. This is Codger, signing off.